in which in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the Quran for us to gain taqwa. And we'll go into this more. But before I go into that, I want to go into some reasons, some dynamics of change and some reasons why Muslims change. So one of them is clear, we've already discussed it. It's because it's Ramadan. It's a holy month. Everyone's praying, everyone's fasting. But there are Muslims who change and turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala when they need to, out of convenience. Yeah, so how many of us know, the brother, yeah, exam time come. Yeah, we recently just had our exam results, yeah. Exam time's here. My man's got his Quran open. Yeah, my man's doing his, farad. Brother, he's doing his sunnah mu'akkada, brothers. Yeah, my man never prays his sunnah mu'akkada. And he's worshipping Allah, oh Allah, please, if you help me on this one issue, just get me the A, please. And I'll worship you, I'll thank you. Because he understands that success, he feels success in his exams. And he knows who success comes from, Allah. So he's asking Allah, please give me this. So Allah gives it to him. Or when someone's in danger. He's about to die, he's been stabbed, he's been shot. Yeah, when he's in trouble. Yeah. And then that's when he's like, oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he turns to Allah Azza wa Jal when he needs him. And Allah gives examples of this. About the mushriks of the past. He said, when there comes to them a giant, tidal wave, when they're in the sea, Allah's saying, when there comes to them a tidal wave like a mountain, they forget about Hubal and Azzat and all of these false gods. And they say, oh Allah, please save me. Yeah? So, in times of need, you have your brothers who change, when they need something. This is one reason. Yeah? But this is something, a change that is weak. And it's a change that once Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you something, and once you're out of that need, you forget Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah says this. He said, once I give you what you need, you forget me. So this is a month where we don't change for these reasons. We change purely because we understand Allah is our creator and we want to worship Him. And this is a month where fasting has been obligated on us to attain taqwa. And there's many definitions for taqwa, many definitions. So some Sahaba said, it's to make sure you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's commandments, His fards. Make sure you obey all of them and stay away from the haram. But this is one specific definition which I want to go into a little bit, given by some Sahaba. Khawf min al-jalil, he said taqwa. Khawf min al-jalil, fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is al-jalil. Wa amal bit-tanzil, acting upon the tanzil, the revelation. Wal isti'dad li yawm ar-rahil, and preparation for the day when we return back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yeah, so some Sahaba defined it as this. So if you think about that, fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yeah, not just now, not just in Ramadan, but through one's whole life. Acting upon the tanzil, the Quran, the Sunnah, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made halal on us, staying away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made haram for us. To follow this, not just in Ramadan, not just for one day, but for our whole lives. And to prepare to al-isti'dad li yawmi rahil constantly until the day we die. So this is the month where we attain taqwa. And brothers, when you attain something, it's meant to stay with you. So if I attain a degree, that degree is meant to stay with me, right? If I attain some skills, I get a bit strong, I learn some judo, it's meant to stay with me. Similarly with taqwa, you're meant to attain it in this month. Yeah? It's meant to stay with you, not just in Ramadan, but throughout your whole life. Yeah? So we have brothers, so we know that in this month the Quran was revealed. And this meant for mankind that humans, me and you, yeah, people outside, people on the street, they were given a new set of ideas, a new set of beliefs, a new set of values, a new set of guidelines to follow, some rules, a way of life, yeah, straight from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But you find there's a lot of people that don't want to follow it, yeah, the ahkam sharia, yeah, the rules of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they don't want to follow it, number of reasons. So some Muslims, they say, you know what, they have a very restricted idea of what Islam is. To them, they think Islam is just prayer and rituals. They think, yeah bro, I pray Jummah. Yeah, what more do you want from me? I pray my Jummah. Yeah? And he has this very simple view of what Islam actually is. You know, like Christianity. You know, it's their religion is restricted to Sundays. Yeah, that's when they go and worship God. But the rest of the days are dictated by society and what society says. Yeah? So some Muslims have this weak understanding. You know, maybe Islam is just a bunch of rituals. But we know that it's not. We know it's a way of life. Yeah? Allah, with this Quran, Allah has explained everything for us. There are some Muslims who view it as, you know, the ahkam, you know, especially amongst the youth, as restrictive. Like a stranglehold. Man, I'm young. I'm free, man. Yeah, I want to do what I want. This Sharia is holding me back. Yeah, because obviously they don't understand it. They just think it's just do's and don'ts. Yeah? So, he thinks it's restrictive. And to him, it's like, man, I'm free. And this idea of freedom, and a lot of us have been affected by this idea. You're free to do what you want, bro. You're your own island. You're number one. Yeah? This idea, obviously, is something that is embedded in the society. Everyone's practicing it. But if we just look at this idea and what it's done for society, yeah, and what the ahkam has done, what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's laws have done, yeah, for us, and you see what their freedom has done, you see chaos. So the brother before we started, he showed, you know, the statistics of, you know, the SDIs, you know, all of these, the problems. So why is it that Muslims in Ramadan want to follow the ahkam sharia, but outside of Ramadan, they want to follow something else, like freedom, which has led, look what it's done to the kuffar. You know, you got some guy depressed, because he knows life is, he only lives once, that's his mentality. And he wants to live life to the max, yeah? But he knows he can't do everything, he can't fulfill all pleasures, so he gets depressed. You know, my man is depressed, addicted to paracetamols, yeah, on a Friday night, goes out, gets drunk, yeah, 2 o'clock in the morning, falls in some ditch, yeah, can't remember next day what happened. You know, this is pretty much the lifestyle that they're following. And did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not speak the truth when he says, أَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهُ هَوَاهُ? Have you not seen the one who takes his desires as his God? Yeah? Freedom, you know, I want to fulfill my desires, do as I wish. Have you not seen the one who takes his desires as his God? Yeah? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, he is like kal an'am. They are like cattle. Bal hum adallu sabil. Actually, Allah is saying, no, it's changing. Actually, they're worse. So cattle, animals, don't drink alcohol. Yeah? To be quite frank, animals don't drink alcohol. Animals, yeah, fine, cattle, they have grass. Yeah? But it's a different type of grass, not one that intoxicates you. Yeah? Animals don't, on the extremes, animals don't commit disbelief. There's nothing in this world that doesn't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, except some of man, unfortunately. Yeah, so animals don't disbelieve. You know, you won't find a homosexual pig. Yeah, you know, going up in a male pig, going up to another pig. Man, I like your curly tail. Yeah, I like the way you eat that mud. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, you don't see this stuff. Even pigs don't do homosexuality. Yeah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala spoke. Did you say they're like worse than animals? So why is it that Muslims want to behave like that? Yeah, behave like the kuffar. And when we see it from that perspective, we want to hold on to Islam. We want to follow the ahkam because we see Islam as, you know, given to us by the Creator to organize our life in the best way. So this change is one that inshallah should be permanent. But there, you have a group of Muslims. You have a bunch of Muslims who say, you know what, in this month Ramadan, I'll pray, I'll fast, I'll do all of the things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told me to do. But then I'll wait till next Ramadan. Yeah? And the 11 months I'll cane it. Yeah, go back to my old ways. So the first thing I want to say to someone who has that idea in his head, yeah, I'm just going to amass the good deeds, put it in my akhirah bank account in Ramadan, next Ramadan comes, do the same, but throughout the 11 months I'm chilling. First thing I want to say is, who is that Muslim trying to deceive? Or trick, or fool? Because if he's trying to deceive Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who knows the seen and the unseen, he's only deceiving himself. It's like the hypocrites.